one problem Uganda has been trying to deal with since 1961. The problem of rigged elections. I have sent out a message on the social media which gives the history of rigging. Started in 1961, where you would have multiple. First of all, the voting was hidden. They would construct a kasakate, a temporary enclosure where the boxes would be hidden. So the voter just goes there alone. So some go with a lot of ballot boxes, papers in their pocket. So there are so many. I remember my friend, the late Kategaya, who was in a party which didn't mind about rigging. So when we came into government, we had elections in 1962. We never had any other elections until 1980, after 18 years. Now, when we were preparing for the new elections, we tried to have electoral reforms, but our partners at that time didn't listen. So we went on with all those mistakes, the gerrymandering of constituencies, voting in a hidden way, the multiple ballot papers, and so on. And the results were the 1980 elections, which were just a sham. Now, when we came, 1989, when we were expanding the NRC, immediately we said the elections must be protected. People should choose the party they want and the individuals they want, without any pressure, without any manipulation, without any coercion, so that people, the elected leaders, concentrate on doing what the people want, and then they elect people with affection rather than being coerced or being marginalized. That's what one of the parties used to say. One of the parties in 1980 used to say, we shall be in power whether you vote for us or not. How will you be in power if we don't vote for you? What they meant was that they would cheat. Now, they didn't know the consequence of that. And indeed, they cheated, but the consequences were not good. We had to sort it out using the hard way. So that was number one. Then we stopped this hiding the ballot paper. The ballot paper, the ballot box. The ballot box had to be where everybody can see. And these days, we are even making sure that the ballot box itself is transparent. It is plastic, but you can see through. And then the ballot ballot box is one for the presidential, for the member of parliament, or for chairman. And then the ballot paper is also one. Because in the past, when they were separate, they could come with acid and put in the box which they didn't like, so that all the papers are destroyed. Those were the elections we were having that time. And then we said, you must announce the results immediately after voting. You count there, you announce, everybody hears. And then you must display. I have said all this in the social media message which I sent out. But one problem, all these measures we introduced, especially in the CA, 1994, depended on vigilance of the people to be vigilant. Also depended on the integrity of the electoral officials. This is where the problem is. And these two have been missing. Some of the electoral officials have become corrupt. They want money. And especially the NRM members are not vigilant most of the time. They don't go to check the register. They don't. So that's why now, as somebody who has been in this battle for all these years, I said no. And that's why I'm very happy to be here today. Number one, for the general election, we must get a method which does not allow cheating, whether people are vigilant or not. And that is the digital. We must have digital recognition of voters using the biometric. This was supposed to be done in the previous elections, but the corrupt fellows who were in the Electoral Commission, who were sacked recently, they bought machines which did not do this. They are now looking for the machines where you will put your fingerprint, because fortunately God helped us, but we don't want to be helped. Apparently my fingerprint is not the same thing, is not the same as Kaguta's, nor the same as Esteri's. Mine is unique, theirs are unique. So God has really helped us. The fingerprints are never the same. Even twins, apparently their fingerprints are different. So this machine, which will recognize the different fingerprints, and if you try to vote to register in two places, the system will discover you automatically. That means you eliminate so many problems. First of all, we eliminate multiple registration. We eliminate multiple voting. We eliminate voter staffing, ballot staffing, because if we voted each one with his fingerprint, they are all in the computer. 1,000 people voted at a polling station. These are the fingerprints which are there. Where did the extra 500 votes come from? If we find that in the box there are 1,500, and yet the people who digitally voted were only 1,000. So we are really going to get rid of this cheating technologically for the national elections. For the party, however, we cannot have the money to invest in these very expensive gadgets, the computers. That's why at Chobe, we went for, we have computers, we don't have the money to buy all those computers. But for us, let's use the human computer, the eyes and the brain. Line up behind your candidate, because we see you. We are all there, we see you. That's what we did the other day. And it has really worked. It has put the cheaters into problem. They are now behaving like idiots. They are not serious. Because people lined up, everybody was there. It was during daylight. We don't allow voting at night. So everybody, and it is in the village, it's not at the parish, because the parish is far. 4 hours are village-based, which is near where people live. So if we vote at a place, Mukura gets 200 votes, people lining behind him in the village. Museveni gets 100. The total, 300. This is what has happened in the village. If somebody who is not clever goes and says you can change this on paper, what they call DR, so-called, instead of worshiping God, you are now worshiping DR. DR. That DR is useless. It must reflect what happened here. If we try to change it, the villages are there. The villages where people voted, the people are there. Unless you kill all the villagers, the people saw. So, once there is any suspicion, we shall check. We shall go to the village, and we shall get the facts, and we shall go for you. Instead of going to parliament, you will go to jail. Jail, why? Because you have committed forgery. It's called forgery. And I checked the sentence for forgery, I think it's 7 years. By the time we finish 7 years, this parliament will be over. The coming one. But there's also the subversion, because you are subverting the constitution. I don't know why they are not including that, because you are trying to undermine the sovereignty of the people. Because you see, the constitution says the people are sovereign. You are now trying to replace sovereignty of the people with your own plans. You have no right. So, NRM members don't have to riot, don't have to quarrel. You just write a petition, send it to the Secretary General is talking of the panels we are going to set up. My advice is that we set up a panel of elders per zone. That's my idea. Because the districts are too many. But the zone like Ankore, a zone like Teso, like Busoga, if I've got 3 respected people who are not part of the struggles, and if there is a complaint, they are the ones who are nearest. Yes, Tangodo is there, but there are also these neutral opinion leaders. Then we shall go and audit. We shall go and audit village by village, check. I have already actually audited some districts directly using some channels. Now, we shall discover that you committed forgery. The registrar who did it will go to jail. You, the political leader who hired him to do it, you will go to jail. Anybody else who helped you will go to jail. So that's number one. So it's finished. The game is finished. The voting is by lining. The rest is just adding up. If you misadd, you are just misadding yourself, not the process.